What are you doing, Waters?
Nothing. I was just sorting this lot out, you know. Real mess.
Where's that little sample you were going to arrange?
I'll give it a go. God, I haven't had a chance to get to it yet. It's not like walking into a bloody supermarket,
You
you know.
wouldn't be playing both sides off against the middle, would you, Waters?
Don't know what you're talking
Selling
about.
information to me and dope to the women.
Although that would be pretty stupid.
Miss Ferguson's been working undercover for the squad ever since the start. Now, what does that make you, eh? A mug. What are you? A mug, Parker.
You
Get him
bastard, Grace. I'll get you.
I'll send you a
Don't
copy.
think you're safe from
I think he's upset, John. Goodness sake, get that back in the armoury you went with.
What, no charges?
No charges.
I'm dropping this right in Rita's lap, and Looney will knock her out permanently.
No, if she does that, they'll put her away. Please don't do this. She thinks you're her friend. Please don't.
What are friends for?
She was learning to read. I was teaching her to read.
Then you're as stupid as she is. Rita's walking all over us and making me look like an idiot, and you're teaching that half-wit to read. No way. Looney's gonna kill her, and I'm gonna show you what a real top dog looks like.
Look, I don't care what you do to me, but please don't hurt Merle.
Slowy's really got you, hasn't she?
Don't talk about her like...
Oh, what? And I used to let you run things. What sort of nog does that make me? From now on, it's me and the freak and the loony for muscle.
Please stop.
Look, keep your bib out of this, or you'll get as bad from me as you got from the Warriors. Look, go loopy now and get it over with. Gee, Connors is a bitch. Look at the mess she's made. I better break the news to Mel.
And yes, animal.
What are you doing, Mel?
Animal.
Oh, good one. You're learning to read, right?
Cat's teaching me.
Yeah, so you can read your comics, eh?
Yeah, I love me comics.
I know you do. That bloody rotten Rita, eh? Ripping up all your comics. Guess you'll have to go out and buy a whole lot more.
Nah, Rita wouldn't rip me comics. She's me mate now.
Wanna bet? They're all over the cell.
Nah, Rita wouldn't rip 'em up. She said this morning, we're mates now, and she let me do makeup and all.
That just shows you what a lying bitch she is, eh? Go and have a look. Bits of comic every bloody where.
You better not be lying.
I'm not. Blood oath. See? Go, Merle.
What's going on in here?
Oh, Mr. Jackson. Look, it's nothing. It's just someone playing a trick, that's all.
Looks like more than a trick, Maxwell. What happened? Who did it?
You know I can't say.
Anyone who'd have a go at Merle doesn't deserve protection. Tell me.
Look, it is more important to get this mess cleaned up before she comes in. Would you help, Mr. Jackson? She's going to go crazy.
If I do, you'll tell me who did it?
All right, just go and find her and stop her from coming in here until I've cleaned up. She's on cleaning duty.
Merle, you should be
Where's
working
me comics?
in your cellar.
I want to see me comics.
Merle.
Me comics. Did Rita rip them?
No, it wasn't Rita.
Janet said it was her.
Well, Janet wouldn't know. She wasn't here.
Who did then?
Look, I don't know. I just came in and
It
found...
was Rita. Janet said
Mel,
so.
listen to me. It was not Rita.
Merle? Merle, look at me. It wasn't Rita. She was with me. So if it wasn't her, we have to work out who it was, don't we?
You're not lying or nothing, are you?
Rita was with me. True.
And Janet said...
She must have got it wrong. Okay, do you believe me?
It was someone else then.
We don't know who
Oh,
they do it.
kill 'em!
Hey, come on, you
They
can't...
ripped my comics.
Sure they did, but don't... Hey, do you know what people who rip things up are called?
If it wasn't Rita, it was that Alice. I'll bet it was her.
Merle, listen to me. Do you know what people who rip things up are called?
What?
Vandals. You've heard that word before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Vandals? Right, well, that's what a vandal is, someone who rips things up. You like the Fabulous Four, right?
Yeah, they're great.
And these were your Fabulous Four comics, your favourite ones.
Yeah, they were.
Did you ever read the one where the Fabulous Four fought the Vandals?
There wasn't one like that.
Yeah, there was. You must have missed it. Anyway, the Fabulous Four went to this planet called Vandalus. That's where all the Vandals lived. They'd been coming to Earth and destroying things. But the Fabulous Four, they found out that the Vandals weren't really all that bad after all. They didn't want to do the things they were doing. They were under the influence of... What's the name of the Fabulous Four's biggest enemy?
Dr. Doom.
Yeah, right. Dr. Doom. They were under his power. So do you know what the Fabulous Four did? Okay, well, I'll tell you.
You heard what happened?
The policewoman told me before she left. Dad died because of you.
I never forgive myself, believe me.
At least the pig who did it's behind bars.
If only I could
It's
turn...
all right. I don't really blame you. I just wish Dad had never met you.
You think I don't? Your father was one of the finest men I've ever met. I'll live with that guilt.
Excuse me.
And then they zapped Dr. Doom, and that was it. Good one, eh?
Oh, yeah. How come I never read that one?
I don't know, you must have missed it. So you see, the Fabulous Four didn't end up fighting the Vandals. They ended up fighting Dr. Doom instead. And once they'd beaten him, they could talk the Vandals into being goodies again. See what it means?
No.
Well, that's what you've got to do. Look for the Vandal, and when you find him, don't fight him. Talk him into being a goodie again.
Like the Fabulous Four did.
Right.
I still got no comics.
We'll see what we can do about that. Off you go to work. And see if you can find out who that Vandal was, and then you can help him, right?
Yeah, right. I bet it was that, Alice. I'll see.
But you're not going to hit her?
No way. It's Dr. Doom's fault.
That's right. That was wonderful. Thank you.
I like her as much as you do. It was Williams, right?
Yeah, she was trying to get back at Connors.
Well, I think it's time I had a chat with our friend Janet.
Hey, what do you reckon we'll be having when Merv gets back tomorrow, eh? Frog's legs or something?
You better not try.
Oh, actually, they're very nice, you know, a bit like chicken.
How do you know?
I've had them. Go on, pull the other one. No, really. Peter took me to a French restaurant for my birthday. Very cordon bleu. Bleu? It means blue ribbon. Don't tell me you got a French uncle. Not exactly. Jean-Marc, he was so cute.
Hey, is it true what they say?
What did they say?
You know, they got more going for them than everybody else.
Well, I don't know about everyone else.
Yeah?
I think the word for it is ooh la la.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I'm going to take the skip out, okay, Ree? I thought you wanted to do the dryers. Yeah, I did, but... Well, make up your mind. Okay, go on. Hey, Lutz, you better start forgetting about... Hey, where are you going? Lou. Maybe Mervyn picked up a few tips in Paris. Why don't you get him in the car?
What do you think you're doing? What do you mean?
Hey, give it here. What the hell are you going to do with that?
None of your business. Put it this way. You can either tell me now or we'll go back and tell Reed.
Well, look, it's not the real thing, it's fake. I made it from parsley and stuff.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Check it. Got to convince Adams I'm on the level. I told him I know where a whole lot of grass got missed in the cell search. He's given me $100 to say where.
Look, he's never going to fall for it.
Fooled you, didn't it?
Yeah, just by looking at it.
Well, I'm betting that's all the jerk will do. One look at it and I reckon he'll run boggle-eye to Reno.
Got a good point there.
Well, just because I'm a bit greener than you doesn't mean I'm thick, eh?
It doesn't look like it. Hey, you going to do this now?
Well, yeah. If I can find him, why?
I just had a brainwave. We could get a lot more out of this than you figured.
We'd better make it quick. They'll catch us, they'll kill me.
Let me see it.
Money first?
It's all there.
Expect me to trust a screw? There you go. The rest of it's behind the dryers in the laundry. A whole swag of it.
If you're lying to me,
Well, where do you reckon that came from? It's there, all right.
it better be. Maybe we can do some more business. Just keep your eyes and ears open.
You'd pay for it if I came up with more.
Depends on how good it is. I'd think about it.
Jerk. Coast clear. Did you get it?
Oh, I sure did. We've gotten by the short and curlies, girl.
So, is your brother coming to the funeral?
No, he's pretty shaken by it all. Doesn't think he'd handle it.
But it's his father.
I know. He'll never listen to me, though.
Perhaps if I spoke to him.
No. No.
I could tell him the full story. I think he should know.
Not yet. What are your plans now?
Oh, I'll go to work tomorrow. It'll help. I'll take time off for the funeral, of course.
What I was getting at, I mean, about living arrangements. I'd rather you weren't here.
Well, I'll find a hotel or something. I really wanted to help. I thought...
I know you only want to do what's right. It's just that...
You don't have to say it.
You ought to dump the Warriors and join me. I'm going to be the muscle around here soon.
Yeah? Sure looked like it this morning.
Don't get smart.
Get nicked, Williams.
You're going to be sorry you didn't say
You
yes.
reckon? Oh, sorry, Mr. Jackson.
Get back to work, Waters. Not you, Williams. I said move it.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Jackson, sir. Been taking lessons from your mum.
I'll say this once and only once. You stir up Merle again and I'll see the books thrown at you.
I don't know
Of course you do. We both know what happened. And you'll be pleased to hear it didn't work. We calmed Merle down.
Bloody Maxwell leg and bitch.
You touch her over this and you'll be sorry.
That all?
No, not quite. Give it to me.
What are you talking about?
Whatever it was you shoved in your pocket.
There's nothing.
Give it to me. Well, well, well. You are a busy little bee. Where did it come from? All right, have it your own way. Stop doing your deals and keep away from Merle and Kath Maxwell, or you won't know what hit you.
You can't.
I can do whatever I like. If I hear of Merle being goaded into fighting again, I'll come looking for you.
Scare us next time, why don't you?
You know that Alice? She didn't rip me comics, did she?
No, why? Has someone ripped them up?
Yeah, and I got to find them so as I can help them. They're vandals.
Help them?
Yeah, 'cause of Dr. Doom. I got to do what the Fabulous Four did and help them. You aren't a vandal, are you?
Oh, no way.
Bugger it. If I can't find them, I can't help them.
I was thinking of dropping by after work to welcome them back.
What time are they coming in?
Oh, about now sometime.
They'll probably be fairly jet-lagged.
Oh, I'll call first. But knowing Joyce, she's probably bursting for a chinwag. Yes?
Oh, I'm not interrupting, am I, Mrs. Reynolds?
Only a coffee break, nothing urgent, I hope.
Oh, it is, I'm afraid. There are still drugs in the prison.
You sure?
There's the proof.
Where did this come from?
I've got an informant. The rest of the stuff's in the laundry behind the dryer.
You're becoming quite the king of the drug bust, aren't you?
Just doing my job.
Let's go and check it then.
Are you sure he's one?
No, Probs. You should have seen his beady little eyes line up.
I knew there was a reason Bongo went for you. You're a little bottle of
Too right. Adams will feel a right nong when he finds out,
Oh,
eh?
he bloody well deserves it.
Yeah, but you need your ruddy head, Red, given that dough to Williams.
Well, I wasn't going to have her telling everyone I'm a welcher, eh?
They're coming.
Right. Gee, it's going to be really terrific when Mr. and Mrs. P get back.
Stay right where you are, please. Mr. Adams?
What's going on?
We have reason to believe there's contraband hidden in here.
No way, we're as clean as whistles.
Mrs. Reynolds?
Who took this from the kitchen?
Well, I don't see there's any law against herbs. I don't reckon the VJ would charge us for that.
Herbs?
I think you've been taken for a ride, Mr. Adams.
Too bad,
And as you've just discovered, an informant can also use you, so steer clear of them. And just remember, the women get very bored. Any sort of prank is grist to the mill, so check your facts before you act on them.
Yes, Mrs. Reynolds. I'm sorry.
It's all right. You can go now. One other thing. A good officer would take this in his stride. Forget about it. You'll just be playing into the women's hands if you show any sort of anger.
Yes, Mrs. Reynolds.
He's much too keen for his own good.
Oh, and there's something about that smile, too.
What do you mean?
So genuine.
Yes. At least we're awake up to him.
Hey, hey, look at this. I stuck Dr. Doom's head on the thing's body. Looks funny, eh?
Yes, it does.
I wish I could find the vandal. No one will own up.
Well, keep looking.
Don't worry, I'm gonna.
And don't you take any notice of what Janet says from now on, all right? She tells lots of lies.
Yeah?
Well, she told you Rita did this, didn't she?
Yeah, I suppose so.
So you promise me you won't listen to anything she says?
Cross me heart and hope to die. Oh, jeez, I better get me mop back.
Okay, I'll keep doing this.
No need to.
Oh, g'day, Mr. Jackson. We were just, sticking the comics back together again.
You don't have to. These are for you, Merle.
Where'd you get them?
Let's just say they're from a friend.
Look at them all. Oh, ace, Mr. Jackson.
Hey, watch it. You'll squash me.
Oh, sorry. Oh, look. Fabulous Four and Laser Man and Captain Marvelous. Ace, Mr. Jackson. Oh, boy.
They must have been very expensive.
I didn't pay.
Hey.
Janet was so repentant she forked out for a new lot.
You're kidding.
Well, I am, actually. She did fork out, though, and she didn't like it one little bit.
She's right, Mr. Jackson. You are ace.
Hey, no more hugs, huh? Bad for my officer's image.
Where's the money?
I don't know what you're
You've
talking
had your
about.
little laugh. Just hand it over and I'll forget the whole thing.
Look, I haven't got any dough. You can have a look.
I told Connors and I'm telling you. Treat me like a joke and I'll come down on you like a ton of bricks.
Look, let go of me,
I
you
want
hate
that
me.
money. You get out of it, Patterson. It's got nothing to do with you.
I reckon it has. See, I'm the one who took the video of you doing a deal with her. Yeah, so you'd better watch it.
You're bluffing.
No way. And unless you leave her alone, the governor gets a little prezi.
You couldn't have.
Oh, you want to bet? I was in the locker. Maybe we can do some more business. You keep your eyes and ears open.
So rack off, hairy legs.
Teach her for trying to do deals with us.
I want that tape.
No way.
I'm not having that floating around. What's the price?
Oh, business, eh? Well, that's a little different. First off, leave her alone and forget about the $100.
And?
I'll think about that. Check you later.
I want that
I said
tape!
check you later, creep!
If we don't do a deal on this, you're both going to wish you were dead.
Yeah, go on, buzz off. You little ripper legs.
I reckon the department ought to line us up with some fellas when we leave. You know, have a spunk waiting for us at the gate.
Come on, they take one look at you and run for their lives. Yeah! Come on, let's be sensible. Are there any questions?
Well, I want waiting for me as me Harley. Oh.
Miss Dow.
Go for it, Merle. Madison. Yes, Merle?
With all them vandals about outside, how do you recognise one when you meet them?
You just hide in the phone box, Merle, you'll see one.
Yeah, talk about a loose connection, eh? Would you all just shut up and listen? Thank you. Unfortunately, Mel, the only way to recognise a vandal is to catch him in the act. Now, are there any sensible suggestions of what the department could do to help you readjust to everyday life?
Yeah, they could...
I meant sensible.
What about work experience?
Oh, that's a good idea. Come on, quiet. That's a good idea, Rita. Has there been a history of work experience here?
Oh, last one was Bobby Mitchell. That was yonks ago.
Yeah. Well, I can certainly talk to Mrs. Reynolds about it.
If we can go, can we go to somewhere where there's lots of blokes?
I'll see what I can do, Jenkins.
Work experience in the local knock shop, eh?
I wouldn't mind.
I think you better call it a day.
Thank you. Oh, yes, thanks. I really do appreciate your calling. It's certainly a load off my mind. Yes. Yes, well, goodbye. And thanks again for everything. Oh, Miss Detective Inspector Grace. Parker was murdered in the holding cells.
Damage of $3 million.
Looked like a gangland execution.
Why? I mean, why would they?
Oh, somebody more powerful than Parker worried he'd talk. Oh, here it is.
Was murdered this afternoon
seem
whilst
almost
in police
pleased.
custody. The two men posing as
I
police
am,
have made a
aren't
daring
you?
raid on the
Someone's
central holding
dead.
cells where Parker was awaiting arraignment.
He killed
The two
your
men shot
father.
Parker and then fled the building through a rear exit. Police gave chase but lost the killers in peak hour traffic. A police spokesman described the raid as one of the most audacious crimes in memory, and intensive investigations are underway to identify the murderers. The men were described as being in their late 30s, thick-set and of dark complexion, and police are investigating a possible link to a similar gangland execution in Sydney last February. Parker is survived by a wife and 2 sons. Police are seeking a blue Valiant station.
That means Bongo's safe, favourite.
Yeah. And the freak's lost her protection. When she gets back here, she's dead.
Oh, Rita!
I said I'd kill a bitch. And I meant it.
Come on, don't dawdle. You're not the only ones who have to use the showers.
Oh, thanks for telling us.
You know more about showers than you do about grass, eh, Mr.
Watch it,
Reynolds?
Patterson.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'll see you later.
Couldn't find it, eh? Tell you've been through my things. Don't think I'm thick enough to leave the cell, do you?
Anyone who's not finished in 10 minutes can forget it.
Oh,
What's he going to do? Come in and get it? Alice will stay in the shower for hours waiting for him to come in and drag her out.
Hey, Mr. Adams, you going to come scrub me back?
If you don't calm down in there, I'll send you back to your cells immediately.
Shut up! Mr. Adams is getting mad.
Looks like you've softened him up, eh?
No, probably up all night panicking, eh?
Listen, what are you going to ask for?
I'm not sure yet. Plenty we can get out of it, though.
Now, what are you up to?
You're still going to kill her, aren't you?
I got it all night. Don't start again.
Well, you're the one who'll suffer. You'll be in here for life. Oh, Rita, don't you
Look,
think
shut
they're
your
really...
advice. Ferguson as good as killed Slasher. I'm not just doing it for me, it's for the conquerors as well.
Oh, g'day, Mr. Pringle.
Bonjour, ma'am.
Hey?
Bonjour. That's French for hello.
Yeah, that way you've been French.
France, Italy, Germany. Bonjour, buongiorno, guten Tag.
You sound real funny, Mr. Pringle. Hey, that's a real good hat. Can I have it?
Sorry, no. Mrs. Pringle bought me this.
Mrs. Pringle. That's Mrs. Barry, isn't it?
Not anymore, she's not.
What do you got in the box?
Souvenirs. I'm going to brighten up the kitchen.
Give us a look.
Well, just a quick one.
Beauty. Jeez, this is pretty.
Would you like it?
To keep?
Of course, to keep.
You're kidding.
Oh, you can if you want.
Oh, oh. Hey, you better watch out for your stuff. There's vandals in here. I've been looking for them so as I can help them, but I can't find them. If you see them, tell us.
I certainly will.
Yeah. Beauty. Oh, thanks, Mr. Pringle. Oh, boy. Oh.
The cook's a colourful little chap.
Mervyn?
Mr. Pringle. Is his Christian name Mervyn?
There are a lot of things I'd call Mervyn, but colourful isn't one of them.
You didn't see him when he arrived. He looked more like a walking souvenir shop.
Oh, no, I hope the women don't make fun of him.
More than likely, they'll think he looks wonderful.
Yes, well, even if they don't, they'll probably be tactful. They're very fond of him. Now, what was this about work experience?
Oh, the women in H Block have requested a work release program. I said I'd talk to you about it.
I'm not against it as such. It takes an awful lot of organisation, though.
I'd be happy to do it. Anything I put together could go towards my work assessment program.
Well, if you don't mind, I think you'd have to use an awful lot of your own time, though, if you're going to get it done before you go back to training school.
Oh, that doesn't worry me. I've got plenty of spare time.
All right, I'll leave it to you. Yell if you need any help, though.
Don't think I should. Thanks, Mrs. Reynolds.
Thank you for your enthusiasm. I'll get onto the department about it. Is that all?
Yes. Thanks again. Oh, okay if I tell the women about it.
Yes, but don't get their hopes up. And leave it till muster. It'll be easier then.
Oh, excuse me, Miss Ferguson.
Believe you wanted to see me. Shall I come back?
No, come in. Keep. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
We're covered for staff if you'd prefer a longer break. Joyce is back today and the trainee
No,
officers...
thank you. I would rather be working. I will want some time off for the funeral, though.
Fine.
How have things been?
Quiet. Well, fairly quiet. Everything's relative here, of course. Are you sure you're up to everything?
I said so, didn't I?
Yes, well, there's something we have to discuss. Kath Maxwell's been in sick bay, a partial breakdown.
She's never been what I'd call stable.
The poor woman's been under a lot of pressure. She said something under sedation about Merle Jones being used by someone. I got the impression in connection with getting at Connors.
So?
There's nothing you know about it, is there?
No. Should I?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. All right, Miss Ferguson, that'll be all. Except we'll be keeping a close eye on Merle.
And I take it that's a request for me to do the same.
Well, it's true. Without a word of a lie, there was poor Mr. Pringle stuck out in the corridor in his underwear, banging on the door for me to let him in, and I couldn't hear him because I was under the shower.
Serves him right for being dumb enough to let the door slam.
He was putting the room service tray
Oh,
up.
that's his story.
Room service, I fairly posh. Well, if you can't splurge on your honeymoon, when can you splurge?
I bet you saved a packet staying in your room all the time.
She's got a one. Yeah, dirty.
Come on, calm down.
Oh, now, come on, girls, please. It's all right, Mr. Adams. That's enough from me, though. You better all eat up, otherwise you won't be finished in time for the next sitting.
Hey, where is Mr. Pillman? We haven't seen him yet.
want to see him. Yeah, we want Mr. P. We want Mr. P.
That's enough. Calm down. Will you be quiet, all of you?
Shut up, everyone.
Oh, thank you, Connors.
Oh, it's all right. It's okay if I go and get her, Mrs. P. The girls just want to say good day.
Yeah. Oh, well, why not? Tell him he has to make a command appearance just to keep the peace.
G'day, Mr. P. I love the outfit. Mrs. P says she wants you outside.
What on earth's all the noise about?
Oh, the girls just want to say g'day. She reckons it's going to be a riot if you don't front up.
Oh, all right. And the rest of you can come too. I've got things to show them.
Here he comes!
I thought you said you were going to the loo.
I wanted to hide it without Nancy, and I'm sick of her belly aching.
Did you grab it when you went to the kitchen?
Yeah, you keep your gob shut, okay?
Yeah, well, what do you reckon I am?
You don't tell no one. Not Lexi, not Lorelei, no one, especially not Nance. The more who know, the more likely it'll get back to Williams. And we both know where it'll go from there.
Bloody bitch.
I don't want the freak being tipped off.
Do you need any help?
Just to get her up to the rec room. She's all mine from there.
Hey, what are you going to do? Get her in there when no one's around and stick her?
Yeah.
Look, don't take any chances. If she gets
No
that
way,
knife
once
off you...
I got her there, she's at it.
She stood up to you before in the riots when Kelly made a fight, you remember?
Yeah,
Watch
I
her.
was so bashed about then, I was half gone anyway. I'm in top form now. She won't get me.
It's real good what you're doing, but you're going to get heaps for it.
Can
Maybe
will
even
you?
blackmail.
Sound like Nance.
Look, all I'm saying is, don't get caught.
If it takes getting caught to make sure I get her, then that's the way it's going to be.
It's
Very different.
When I saw it, I said to Joycey, that's Mrs. Reynolds, didn't I, Joycey?
Oh, yes, he wouldn't be talked out of it.
Joycey pointed to this and that, but I knew this would look just right in your lounge room.
I'll certainly find a spot for it, somewhere. You'll both have to come to dinner soon. Show me the photos.
Oh, there are plenty of those. Joycey's quite a shutterbug.
Oh, you'll never guess where we've got one of me standing.
Where?
Outside the gates of the main women's prison in France. We got lost and we suddenly found ourselves there. Talk about laugh. Even on holidays, we couldn't get away from it, could we?
The one he didn't pop in for a cuppa, compare notes.
Oh, see vous play.
Well, I better leave you to it. It's lovely to have you back.
Well, I never thought I'd say it, but it's lovely to be back.
Well, the way the women were, well, it makes you feel needed, doesn't it, Joyce?
Oh, yes, I got quite teary at one stage there. They made such a nice little speech.
Well, whatever they said, I seconded. Oh, everything's all right in here, isn't it? The relief cook didn't create too much havoc.
Well, all I can say is I'm glad I wasn't away longer. It's going to take a week to put everything back where it belongs.
Poor Mr. Webb. I don't think he coped too well.
Well, some have it, some don't.
Oh, Mervyn Pringle, Uncle, do you remember what you were like when you first started? Now, you just bite your tongue.
I can't get away with anything these days. Maybe getting married wasn't such a good idea after all.
I hope you didn't mean that.
Just remember who's got the rolling pin in this family, woman.
Connors, Waters, Patterson, McCormick, Wilkinson, Jenkins, Thomas to the laundry, Williams and Jones cleaning. Beg your pardon, Jones?
Oh, sorry, Miss Ferguson. Did I say it out loud?
You certainly did. I suggest you keep your comments to yourself.
I get cleaning all the time.
You were due for a roster change tomorrow, Jones. But seeing as how you've seen fit to complain, I'll make sure you're on cleaning duty for the rest of the week.
Bum.
What was that?
Nothing, Miss Ferguson.
Good. Brendan Evans to the workshop. Jones, what have you got there?
Mr. Pringle gave it to me.
I'll bet he did. Give it to me. You're on a charge for stealing.
No, he gave it to me, Miss Ferguson, honest.
You give it to me, I'll check out your story, and if you're telling the truth, you can have it back.
It is mine.
Just give it to her, Merle. She'll only have to give it back to you again.
You better.
Oh, it sounded like a threat to me, Jones. You're on another charge. Kennedy and Murray to the print shop. All right, you lot, that's it. Off to your work areas.
I had an announcement to make, remember?
Oh, yes, your ridiculous work scheme. Well, you'd better call them back, hadn't you?
Ladies, could you wait a moment, please? Ladies, please. Would you all get back here now, please? Thank you. That's better. Now, I've spoke to Mrs. Reynolds and she's agreed to the work release scheme. So would all those interested go to the rec room and I'll take down your names.
Quiet. Shut up, the lot of you.
Thanks for arranging it, Miss Stout. Now, before you all get your hopes up too high, hey, come on, listen. Listen. Now, before you all get your hopes up too high, it's not all arranged yet. It's still early days and it's going to take a lot of cooperation from you to get it off the ground. And some of you may not be eligible. Mrs. Reynolds will go through the list of applicants and choose those who are. So off you go and I'll see those in the rec room who are interested. Thanks for your cooperation, Miss Ferguson.
I wouldn't worry about her.
I won't.
Come on, Connors, move it.
Well, Kath Maxwell, little mother.
That was all for my benefit, wasn't it?
What?
With Merle?
Oh, I'm glad you noticed. I could make Jones's life hell. I could probably push her so far she'd even attack me, and we know what that'd lead to, don't we?
You wouldn't dare. I know too much.
None of which you can prove. However, mud sticks. I don't want you talking, but if you do, I'll ride it out. So let's make a deal.
I'm sick of deals and drugs and who's bashing who today. Just leave me alone.
I've got even more to worry about Connors now than ever before. So you're going to help me whether you like it or not.
You're not going to use Merle. Not again.
Did I say anything about Jones? I said you're going to help me.
I will not help you.
Just think of that as your little friend. Because that's what I'll do to her if you don't cooperate or if you go to the governor. You are clumsy, Maxwell. Look what you've done.
Now, don't get carried away. As I call out your name, just give me an idea of what sort of area you'd like to work in. And there's no need for any more smart comments. Now, where was I? Lorelei Wilkinson.
Oh, interior design.
Oh, after what you did to the cell, don't bother.
I said no comments, Lexi. Mel Jones?
Comic shop.
Sorry, Jones?
I want to work in a comic shop and then I can read them for free.
Well, what if I can't get you into a comic shop? What then?
I don't know. Not cleaning.
What about factory work?
That'll do, but a comic shop would be better.
I'll see what I can do. Lexi Patterson?
Fashion.
Have you had any experience in the area?
Sure have. Even sold some of the stuff I didn't hear. Screen printing, you know.
You're not pulling my leg.
Honest, Miss Stout, she's real good.
Oh, excellent. I'll see what I can do for you, Lexi. Connors?
Hey?
What sort of work?
Oh, anything. Motor mechanic.
Are you all right, Connors? You've been a million miles away all morning.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Janet Williams?
Garbo truck just made for her.
I won't warn you again. Williams?
Anything that gets me out of this dump for a while and away from these bitches.
You watch your mouth.
It's all right, Mr. Adams. I'll put you down for factory work too.
Why not?
Alice Jenkins?
Oh, I'm picking them blokes with those centrefold magazines.
I'm sure we'd all like that job, Alice, but let's be realistic. All right. Jenkins?
Oh, something in the shop, maybe.
Fine. And McCormick?
Waitressing, cooking, something in the service industries, Miss Stout.
Something in the service industries, Miss Stout. Suck.
Shut your face.
Be quiet, both of you.
What about me, Miss Stout?
Oh, sorry, Waters, I missed you. What would you like?
Well, I want to be a screw, then I can go and visit me boyfriend in Woodridge.
Oh, you want to put you down for a motor mechanic with Connors.
Oh, well, they'll have to do it.
Off you go, then.
How long before we find out anything?
Oh, good few days. I'll certainly let you know as soon as possible, though.
Good. I'll see they all get back to work if you'd like to take that to the governor.
Good. Thank you.
No dawdling. Anyone who's not back at work in 5 minutes is on a charge. I'm sick of this game playing Patterson. What do you want for the tape?
Booze, whole swag of biscuits and cake and stuff. Get craving, see? And good stuff, not the muck we get in here at Buyer, and plenty of it.
Look, there's no way I'm going to risk smuggling things in for you. You can name a price, but no goods.
Oh, you've got to work for your tape. Looks like you're going to have to take a few more risks yet, doesn't it?
Hold it up. It can't be all that complicated.
Ah, hold your horses. Yeah, I think that's got it. Come and have a squiz. Just look through there as though you're shooting something. Don't know what you want to see it for. It's a real McCoy.
You don't expect me to trust you.
What do you reckon we are, crims or something? Real pretty pictures, eh? I reckon I might go into direct them when I get out of here. Directed by Lexi Patterson. Sounds good, eh? Well, do we get what we want, or does the governor get to see it?
Neither. You're a fool, Patterson. You don't expect me to give you the tape back, do you? That's one good thing about your type. You don't have the brains of a half-wit.
Had enough to make a copy. You can do what you like with that one.
You can't make copies with that.
Of course you can. You run a lead from the camera to the video in the rec room, and the copy is real well hidden. So you just rack off, and we want that stuff by this afternoon.
You better watch it,
you
Patterson.
Watch it. How long do you think you'd keep your job if the governor saw that? Keep it as a souvenir. And they call us crims.
Miss Ferguson?
What do you want?
Good one, the way you dumped on Looney like that. I reckon Maxwell got the message.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's all right, Miss Ferguson. You can trust me. I can be a hell of a lot more use to you than she can.
Makes you think I need help from either of you anymore.
Connors is still around, isn't she? And that bloke who was protecting you carked it. Of course you need help.
Don't tell me what I need and what I don't need, Williams.
But I was only trying...
I know what you were trying to do. You were trying to ingratiate yourself so I'd protect you. Isn't that right?
No,
Yes,
no.
that isn't that right?
Yeah, maybe. Sorta. But I've thought of ways that we can get Connors. Maxwell's a nutcase. She's had it.
And you are a weak incompetent. I don't need your ideas, Williams.
You used me before.
That was because there was someone with some sense controlling you. Now, I may use you again, if I need you. But in the meantime, I don't want you oiling around trying to do deals, understood?
You did deals with Maxwell. I'm 10 times smarter than her.
The very fact that you even think that, Williams, proves how stupid you really are.
She's got something planned. I wish I knew what it is.
There's nothing you can do about it anyway.
Well, I'd stop her somehow. She's not thinking straight.
Sorry for smiling, Nance, but the thought of you stopping Top Dog doing anything's a bit of a joke. I mean, one biff and you'd be gone.
Well, I can't stand back and watch her ruin her life.
I wouldn't want to be in your shoes if you try and butt in. Come on, everybody. I mean, this place is like a morgue. Come on, I want to see some smiling faces. Come on, all of you. Look, I tell you what. Why don't we have a game of I Spy? I spy with my little eye something beginning with F.
Forget it.
Just because you're in a bad mood. Come on. F. Something beginning with F. Fool. Nancy, I'm trying to brighten everyone up. Can you shut up?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
F, was it? Good on you, Roach. Everybody take a leaf out of her book. F. Folders. What do you mean, folders? Folders? You fold the sheets, you and Nance. Oh, you're not even warm. Go on.
Lorelei, you take over.
Where are you going?
To the loo. You want to come and watch to make sure? Lurch, skip.
Whatever she's doing, Alice is in on it.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Find her as quick as you can. I don't want to be hanging around the rec room too long. If anyone finds me, I'll have to come back here and the whole thing will be blown.
It was that vandal again. Miss Ferguson gave it back to me just like she said she would, and then I went out of the cell for a few minutes. And when I came back, it was like that.
I reckon I should just thump 'em when I find 'em.
Remember what Mr. Jackson said?
Yeah, but first me comics and now this.
Well, you want to be like the Fabulous Four, don't you?
Yeah, but I'd like to thump 'em too. Hey, Rita, look what the vandal did.
Oh, too bad. Vandal, was it?
Yes. So Merle isn't going to hurt them when she finds them, are you?
Nah, but I wish I could.
Why don't you go down and show Mr. Pringle? Maybe he's got another one.
Oh, yeah, maybe he has.
Now finish your work first. You don't want to get into trouble, do
She
you?
won't get into any trouble just for going down the kitchen. Go on, Merle. If he has got one, you don't want him giving it away before you get there.
Yeah, right.
I wish you wouldn't encourage her like that.
Oh, she'll be, Jake.
Well, if she's not back in 10 minutes, I'll go and look for her.
Read somewhere else, eh?
I'm going to wait for her here.
Not in here, you're not. Rita, make yourself scarce.
What are you up to?
No! And if anyone asks, you didn't see me, right?
Morning, Miss Ferguson. All I said was morning. Hey, I thought they put Looney onto some pills or something to calm her down.
They did, why?
Well, I just went past the rec room and she was ripping up some books like she was mad or something.
Well, did you stop her?
It's none of my business. You're the screw.
So I told him I want the stuff by this hour and we'll give the girls a surprise party tonight, eh?
You're going to tell them what's happened?
Nah, leave the whole thing as a surprise. We'll just dump it down in front of them, let them wonder where it came from, then I'll tell them. Oh, bang up feast, I can hardly wait.
Look, you keep eating, you're going to be the fattest mum on record.
You ever seen my mum? Hope I don't take after her. You weren't gone long.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not in the mood, am I? You can do Skip if you like. I'll do the dryers.
What's going on, Alice?
Nothing. I just decided I didn't want to do Skip, that's all.
If you think you're helping Rita by what you're doing, you're mistaken. All you're helping her to is a life sentence.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've just done something so she can get back at Miss Ferguson, haven't you?
Put a cork in it, will you?
I am sick of the ridiculous attitude in this place that says the only way to help your friends is to go along with whatever crazy schemes they come up with. Well, friendship is knowing when to stick your neck on the line, too, is knowing when to turn round and to say you're a fool. And whether you like it or not, I'm going to stop you ruining your life. Will you be able to forgive yourself the day they sentenced Rita to life? Knowing you stood back and you just let it happen? Well, will you? Will any of you?
You thought you were smart, didn't you? Getting Parker as muscle. Well, you've lost your protection now.
Be a fool, Connors, you'll never get away with it.
Even if I thought you'd be dead, that's all I want. You're scared, huh? Huh? Get out of it this easy. I wonder what it feels like. A knife slipping between your ribs, up through your lungs into your heart. This is the way Slasher went to bed.
Ferguson, treat him as
You're bloody bitches!
Give me that
You
knife.
call them that, I'll kill you!
Shut up.
Yes, let go of me.
If you value your life, shut up. Rita, give me that
Let
knife.
go of me, you bitches!
Then try another time, Rita. There are other ways so you don't get blamed.
Get out of my way, Nance, or I'll kill you too. Then you're going to have to.
Give me that knife, Rita.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses